As the time has moved on and Elite has evolved, devs, or at least the Puppet Masters, seem to have noticed that people like to play with, well, other people. Go figure! So in the efforts of gaining goodwill, such things as Wings back in the day and now Wing missions got introduced.
No, Yamiks, stop being such a cynical prick. They made something good. Can't you just enjoy a thing for once?
Okay, fine. Wing missions are a good idea. So good, in fact, that you start to question as to why it wasn't introduced sooner.
For crying out loud, man.
Still, with all the good things, there are always, shall we say, teething issues with every new feature. First issue some people noticed was the fact that you can do barely more than 1% of overall tasks and receive, still, equal amount of reward, while others do all the work. This allows players to boost their friends, plus the phrase content skipping is a direct result of Wing missions. And yet, every other Gold Rush that does the same thing gets beaten to death with the Nerf bat. Is anyone else confused by this? Or is it just a case of masturbation is evil but sex is good? That is to say, if you make lots of monies alone, it's super bad, but if you do it with a friend, it's good. Anyone's got an answer to that? Still, don't get me wrong, I see this only as a good thing. But really, for me, the biggest issue came when I looked at the mission rewards. Take a look, 2 missions side by side. One is solo version and the other one's Wing mission. Now, if you calculate the payout versus effort for them, you'll notice that solo mission will be a lot more rewarding than the Wing counterpart. So why is this? Well, since Wing missions give equal reward to everyone in the Wing, rewards are slashed by 4. Seems fair, right? Sure, it certainly would, except for one crucial thing. Do all of you play in Wings of 4? Now, even by the simplest probability calculation, at the best, only 25% of the time, Wing missions consist of 4 people. So then why are rewards, and in fact missions themselves, made to expect 4 players to do them and no less? Well, I can always speculate, but personally I see only 4 reasons for it. So there was no time to implement missions where you give a big reward and then it's split between the participant number. Number 2, having one big reward and then it being split, from designer's perspective, would confuse players, which, now that I think of it, feels insulting. Number 3, the code for these missions were so bad that it started spraying out bugs from both ends, aka technical issues. Or number 4, devs have undergone mandatory lobotomies, and they were too dumb to realize that Wings consist of 2, 3, and 4 players. Not just 4 players, 100% of the time. Personally, I think it's the first reason with some number 2 sprinkled on top of it, but who knows. One thing though I know, I'd be happy if I was capable of doing Wing mission myself and then take the whole pot. Seriously, how many of you would like to be able to do that? Seriously, compared to the solo mission, you can pick up as much cargo as you want, you can stack these missions, and just simply do them for longer. That's it. You're still gonna do the same amount of effort if those were normal missions, instead of the need to actually find those missions again. Is it really too much to ask to have mission with one big reward and then it being split between participants? Really? Not only this makes Wing missions fair for solo, but also for 2 and 3 player Wings. Otherwise, the current system just makes you feel like you've been cheated. Really cheated out of your cash. Yes, the Wing mission as an idea is really neat and long needed feature, but because the reward expects 4 players and no less to participate, it becomes useless and downright insulting if done otherwise. So hey, if you agree with me, and who am I kidding? Only those with warped logic won't agree. So anyways, then let devs know that we need dynamic rewards so everyone can benefit from these awesome missions. Not only those that can herd more than 2 cats, I mean comrades.